I gotta record a Backstreet album.
That's what happens when you're popular.
No, it's because Backstreet
Hey, you know what
fans
I'm recording?
get mad. What are you record? What are you doing?
Nothing.
That's not true. He's recording this right now. This is actually recording.
Well, yeah, but not an album. I'm saying, you know, at least you have Backstreet and you have your own solo album. Guess what I'm recording? Nothing.
That's not true. Tell them the
100%
truth.
true. I'm not recording. What am I
Dude,
recording?
actually, Joey's got a really great voice, and he played me a bunch of his demos and the car ride. Where was it from? San Diego?
Oh, yeah, from San Diego to Orlando.
Yeah.
I mean,
No.
LA. that'd be a lot of songs.
And he played me a bunch of his songs. He's a really good singer. You need to put out an album.
Well, thanks for you
Have
telling
you
me
not put
everything.
out
Do you not know that? Okay, we're both in bands. Everybody's a good singer. Well, is everybody a good
No,
singer?
but you're like exceptionally good.
I try. I want to one day. We should do a fat one, a fat Nick, a fat Fat Carter.
Fat
Carter album. Because you had Nick at Night already, so we need a Fat Carter album.
Fart.
A fart. It's a fart album.
Yeah, fart.
Fatone and Carter.
Fart.
That'd be horrible.
So speaking of you and I, you know, we've had a colored past. We've had a lot of fun, and I talk about it a lot of times. We have people on here that'll ask me about Backstreet or about you guys, and I think it's kind of funny because, you know, we think of back in the day, and you and I had a little beef, right?
Oh yeah. Over
was
really nothing, but yeah, we were both younger and, you know, naive.
I don't
and
think
whatever.
I was ever younger.
I mean, I don't feel it when I wake up in the morning. I feel like I've always been right where I'm at right now.
I think it's only because I don't have the grays that I don't. You know,
Yeah.
I just
Hey.
always feel like I've been this age. Maybe I'm not older, if that makes any sense at all.
Are you older than me? You're not by much.
Dude, I'm exactly to the day, I'm 2 weeks younger than Kevin.
Okay. All right.
So
Wow.
Kevin's the oldest in your group, right?
Yep.
Okay, so
he's slowly creeping up on 50, which is just, oh my God, I can't wrap my
Dude.
brain around it, dude. By the time this tour is done, especially now,
yeah.
there's going to be a 50-year-old Backstreet Boy.
So let's say hi to Nick for a minute. Bust his balls for a second.
You're first, honey. Yeah, you're before her.
Oh, it's blurry. What's going on? Nick, how's it going, Nick?
Hey, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good.
Mr. Joey Fatone. Hey, wait, are you Periscope?
Yes, I am.
Hey, I'm gonna get on too in a second. That's a good idea. I'm a Periscope.
Come on now.
Hey guys, hi Lynn, hi everyone at Private Sessions. Now, I have a question that I've been thinking for 15 years, and hopefully you can give me the answer. Now, when we were with Transcontinental Records and Lou Pearlman, we were always, of course, pitted against each other, and we would hear like things that y'all would say, and I'm sure that they would say things that we would say about you guys, and it was always blamed on Kevin. Now, I was wondering if you heard things that we would say about you guys, who in NSYNC was blamed for it mostly, because I have a feeling it was me. So can you please clarify that one?
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
That's funny. That's actually funny that he would, because that's some inside stuff there that
That's
nobody
really
would
funny.
know.
All right, so give it to me.
Well, like you said, there was a lot of, like, you know, the media as well would try to put us up against each other and constantly say, like, oh, we heard that, you know, you guys feel this way about them, or they feel this way about you guys and stuff like that. So, but I think it's just because, you know, the nature of us being two, you know, similar groups and coming from the same camp.
Absolutely.
There was only one
the
real
oldest
actual
member, though, in the group that I think got the... Chris
Chris.
Patrick, I think, got a lot of time.
That was the only actual, like, real rivalry was between me and Chris. That was the only
That was over a girl.
Yeah, over a girl that we both dated within
Yeah.
a 3-year period, totally
Did you get
separate.
into fisticuffs over it, or
No, but like,
It was never anything
you know,
big.
but now we're awesome friends. I mean, that was years ago, and we're both younger,
For
and it
real
was
though,
stupid.
I mean, really think about it though. They came out of our backyard, right? So it didn't bother you whatsoever, AJ?
No, I mean,
It bothered
honestly,
me.
it didn't. When it actually bothered me was when not only was that happening, but then they got signed to our same label. That's when it was just
Well,
like,
having
oh,
the same
yoy.
label, the same manager, the same promoters, the same tours,
same everything.
the same
You know, it's a
routing.
business.
Same
So
wardrobe.
did
You know, we
know
realize
that they were pitting you
now
guys
that it's
against-
a business.
Exactly. Now
It's
we
nothing
look at it
personal.
differently. But then it was like, you know,
We were the
it's a
first
hard-
child.
It's a
He was
hard.
the second child. You know, you get a little bit of, like, you know, kind of jealous.
But
Yeah,
I think
you
the
went through
stuff
all the hard
I think the
lessons.
stuff that he's speaking about is all the, like, if we didn't take a show and they got the show and that type of stuff is what he's speaking about.
Yeah.
Who was the scapegoat? You know what I mean, when it came to the members, and he said that it was
That's
Kevin.
funny they put it on Kevin.
And I remember that being Kevin, and I think he's right. I think it's the
Was it
oldest
him?
member in that group. Whoever the oldest member in the group was,
That's gonna be Chris.
is Chris.
Yeah.
But for some reason, I think it was Lance, dude.
Well, I do remember hearing sometimes back in some of the tabloid magazines that it was some of the stuff was being come from from Lance a couple of times.
Yeah.
And you
that's
honestly,
But-
at that time, because you said you were the first artist to come through the label, you know, was anyone there saying, listen, don't believe what we're putting in here. This is all just for, you know, the business part of it. These guys aren't really talking about you.
We
They
were
just
so
let you
new to
believe
it.
that this was.
Yeah.
We were so
would
new.
just
We didn't
read
have
about
like
it or
no
whatever.
media training or any of that kind of stuff. We just winged it. And,
I'm friends with all those
Yeah.
guys. I mean,
Yeah.
I've
of
hung out
course,
with
yeah.
Chris recently. I mean,
I went to college with Chris. We were in
Chris, you
choir
know.
together. We were like from me to Brian. We sang next to each other.
And I'm with a gentleman who is that was gay. That's okay.
You have a problem with gay people?
No, my best friend's gay.
I know.
Isn't your best friend gay?
It's me.
So we're out here, and hi Nick, sort of gay, Nick Carter. Well,
We're eating deep dish pizza.
We're eating deep dish pizza. Do you have any funny stories from shooting Dead 7? Yeah, look, Nick Carter. That's the funny story right there. There you go. There's a great friend of mine, Adam Rott. Who is that? Is a great friend of mine.
Adam who? Ryan.
Well, I disagree. Is that Paula Abdul behind me? No, that's Jordan. I think that's Jordan. No, not Jordan Sparks. What's her name? Hudson. That's Jennifer Hudson. Really, you're that bored with us? You're looking about to make it. Oh gosh.
So you were really young when you got in the Backstreet Boys, right?
I was the original. Like, it was a year later that Howie and Nick, when I first met those guys. So I was 14 when this whole thing started, when I first met Lou, and that was in '92. So for me, it's been 28 years this year. 27 to the, you know,
Right, to the
lame,
group.
lame to the you know, guys, but for me, it's been 28.
Which is really kind of funny because I was the first in my group, and I remember, I wish I had it. I thought I had something laid out so I could show, but I've got y'all's headshot or your group shot when it was you, Howie, Nick,
Sam and Charles.
Sam and Charlie.
Oh my God.
Somebody, and I think
Yikes.
I think it's all signed too somewhere. Somebody's got that signed.
Oh man. Yeah, that's worth absolutely nothing today.
Yeah. So, well, please. That might be worth a lot more than you think.
It's true.
Well, those early days were kind of crazy. I mean, I know you guys were out. I was all over you guys. Like, I knew so much about you because my connections with Lou, mine were through Charlie, and Charlie just left the band at that point because Howie and I knew each other. Howie and I have known each other for, Jesus, probably coming up on 30 years.
Yeah, because y'all went to college together, right? Yeah.
Yeah, we were in school together. We both are, I think he's a year younger than me.
Yeah.
And I saw those. But when you guys first started and Charlie had left the band, introduced me to Lou, and we were coming out.
When does the residency start in Vegas? Residency. When does that start? Are you I heard about that.
I was officially supposed to not continue to promote residency, so
we're not promoting that. But you know what?
We're not doing it.
Real nice. You tell me this.
I'm saying we're doing it, but unofficially, it's like no.
They don't want to. They're basically they're selling out, guys.
No,
they're going to Vegas. They're selling out.
Yeah, thank you.
Like selling out of shows is what I'm saying. They're not a sellout. Yeah. Don't misrepresent what I said. So don't.
What do you guys think if Joey and all the Dead 7 cast do a cruise?
Did you guys go do a Dead 7 cruise? Oh, guys, that would be horrible.
What if we all did a cruise? Look, hell yes.
What if we all just dress as the characters?
Why didn't you say Captain Lou? That was like, what was that?
Captain Lou Pro.
Talk about like what was going on in y'all's heads, because I've actually defended you guys because I know there was a lot of hard feelings, but justifiably so, because here was this guy, Lou Pearlman, that was like, you know, hey, you guys are my boys. I love you like my kids, whatever.
Right.
Oh, I'm going to start another band. Welcome them, you
Well,
know?
I mean, you know, it was that whole mentality of don't shit where you eat. But at the same time, you know, we were told from, you know, Lou's end that don't worry about it. We're only doing this, you know, to expand, you know, Transcon, to expand the brand, but also by us having managerial control over NSYNC, we'll keep them out of your way, you guys out of their way, and you guys can all have your own paths. And then next thing you know, it was like Jive signed you guys. Everything was happening consecutively, and it was just like, what is going on right now?
Well,
Like,
we were RCA. We were RCA
That's
first.
right, RCA. That's right.
Johnny
Johnny
was a key figure. Johnny signed us, and there were so many like parallels to what we were doing that it was like it had to be for you guys like a kick in the ass. Like, you know, was that the first time you think you ever lost trust in Lou?
No, I mean, I think so. There's been this ongoing story that we were asked to do a Disney special, and for whatever reason we turned it down, and you guys did it, and that was kind of the launching pad for you guys.
Right.
And you know, some of the guys, it definitely rubbed them the wrong way, and it was like, oh, okay, so just because you guys didn't do it, we're gonna get this other group that's exactly like you guys to go do the same thing. And again, once that happened, me personally, I never had any like ill will towards anyone. But some of the guys definitely started to second guess Lou and second guess things. And then fast forward to, we're in Stockholm, Sweden in this hotel room. And Brian was like, guys, I've been talking to our group attorney and something is just not sitting right. And I kind of want to do this lawsuit, but I don't want to do it alone. And we all knew like this could be the end of you know, Backstreet Boys. If this thing crumbles, that's it. It's over. Because Lou at that point had like taken all of our sound equipment, mics, everything, put it in storage. He wasn't letting us do anything. So he still owned the name. So we had to fight for all of that. And then, you know, once we settled, we were free, you know, but to this day, I still don't have any ill will. I know he's passed, but I just can't hold grudges. That's just not.
What record did you guys have out when all that hit the fan?
I want to say it was right before Millennium. Or like right around Millennium time, which was like the height of our career. You know, then was just like, oh my God, the world is kind of in the palm of our hands, and we could lose everything over this one. I don't know how badly you guys got it, but I know you guys hopefully learned from our mistakes. So you didn't, like, he wasn't 1/6 member of you guys like he was for us. And like, you guys kind of lucked out on that end, but I'm sure you still got affected by it. I'm sure you did. You know?
Nope. We didn't get the best of it, buddy. He was 1/6 member.
Was he really? Oh, I was told he wasn't, but
oh yeah,
he was triple, quadruple dipping, Cinco de Mayo dipping, whatever.
You know what's crazy to think about? If he, all right, hey, somebody wants you to show your mug again. Show your mug again.
This
your
on this side,
mug.
and then the lobster on this side.
What is it? You're my
lobster. Yes.
All right, I'm gonna. Yeah, no, we were right there with you guys. We had he was 1/5 member, because when we signed our record deal, it was me, Justin, JC, and Joey. And we had another kid, Jason, that quit the night before we signed. That's actually how we got the name, because, you know, a lot of people think it was Lanston, but it was the last letters of our first name. It was Justin for the N, Chris for the S, Joey for the Y, Jason for the N, and JC for the C. So that's how we got the name. We still signed as NSYNC, but there were only 4 of us, including Lou, which I think we got out of the deal about the same time. Like,
yeah, I know everything kind of washed up for everybody around the same time, but financially, I don't think you guys got hit as hard as we did. But, you know, it's neither here nor there.
I think luckily with us, it was right before the No Strings record that we got out of it. So that was the record that really blew up for us, and that's the one that we were free and clear on our own. That's when we signed with Jive.
Right.
which I'm sure was a lot of fun for you guys too, after going through all this and
Yeah,
trying to get.
I mean, it was just like, wow. I mean, because they had Brittany, they had you guys, they had us. Christina was on RCA, I believe, or Columbia. I'm not sure, but
RCA, she was RCA.
Yeah, RCA, yeah. So like, you know, that was the foursome. That was the Fab Four right there, you know. But there was just too much. And then I feel like Jive at that point, Clive and Barry and all those guys just didn't know what to do with us anymore, because once Black and Blue hit, we just were burnt out. We were just done. And we were like, we just got to take a freaking break. But, you know, you guys kept on pressing on. And look, I mean, I think everything happens for a reason. I have no ill will towards any men. I have no regrets. I think we all learned a very valuable lesson. And it's funny when everybody asks in like interviews, for all the new acts coming up, do you guys have any advice? And joke, hey, just get a good lawyer.
Yeah,
I mean,
no, that's not even a joke.
It's key.
That is.
It's not. That is key.
It's called the music business. You know, it's called the music business for a reason, because the business is first. You know, or the music is first, but the business is a key ingredient to that. So you're talking about taking a little break. When you guys first took your first little break, what was that like? How difficult was that? Was that like a, you know, speaking for me, it was, you know, no more schedule, no more, I have to be up and do this, I have to do this. And I kind of went a little crazy. What was your experience with all that?
I mean, fortunately for me, that break came right after my first stint in rehab. So I was sober, I was in a completely different mindset, and I embraced that year and a half that we took off before we started making the Never Gone record. Because everybody, that's the whole reason why, like press, media, a lot of fans, why people thought we broke up. And when we came back with Never Gone, everyone was like, oh, the Backstreet Boys are back together. It's like, no, we never, even to this day, it's like, oh, so you guys took a break and you came back, this is your reunion tour. It's like, no, we've never stopped. But that time period, we needed to stop. We had been touring 9 years straight up to that point. And you know, I was about a year sober, and I was just like, I need to just take some time for me. And I literally I was single for a year. I played golf every day. I went to an AA meeting every day. I didn't do shit. And it was great. And then, you know, unfortunately, I've been back to treatment 2 more times. And I still battle my demons, but, you know, I'm sober today, and life is beautiful.
How long have you been sober now?
Coming up on 5 months. So
congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
So let's
show your boobs.
Man.
I'm about a C cup. You're about A.
I'm an A.
Will you be on the Joker Cruise 2000? I don't know. I would love to be on the Joker Cruise. Where's Justin? What do you think he is? Not here.
It's about him.
What a loser.
About him.
Nick, are you gonna make a song with Joey? No, we're gonna make love.
Ooh, tonight.
Yeah.
Before we do Walker Stalker.
Yeah, we're gonna do.
We have to.
I think my Uber's here.
Check, please.
The events go better that way.
Nick, you guys recreate
Joey's
Drowning
the
the Wet
best.
version. What?
Joey's the best. I like
Come out of the closet like R. Kelly tonight.
Joey, say hi to Laura from Mexico.
Hi, have Nick say hi to Cooper family.
How long is...
Say hi, Cooper family.
What's up, Cooper family?
There you go, say it. BSB sucks.
Yeah, I know. Joey's the best.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that means. What is those two things that like...
Praise Lord Jesus Christ? I don't know.
What is that? Is that like high five?
I don't know.
When they
Hi,
do
Gina
that?
Marie.
Hold on.
Like, back off.
Hold on. Slow your roll. Raise the roof, Nick. You ever do red carpet stuff?
I graduated tonight. Woohoo. Love
Congratulations.
You, Joey.
What is a bigger hit? Bye, bye, bye. I want it that way. Pfft, what do you think?
Bye, bye.
That's tough, though, actually. Well, did you guys go number
You gotta,
one?
you
I
gotta
want it
watch
way?
that back. You gotta rewind that.
Yeah, well, we can later. You can play it again. Jerk. What, no, I'm not, I'm drinking beer.
But those dance moves.
What do you think? Oh, the Y2K.
What was the relationship between the Backstreet Boys and NSYNC when everybody was on the top of the
I
charts?
love how
It was actually really good. I mean, it got a little hairy, you know, over the year, earlier in the years,
Right.
but that was just because we had the same management and the same record labels. And I like to say there's a little history with one of their songs, "I Want You Back," which we actually didn't get a chance to record because we were too busy, so it went to NSYNC. So it would have been interesting to see what that song would have sounded. No, I see what you're getting. I see what he's alluding to.
You want to understand? This is exactly why we stay in the gym.
No, you.
Whoa, I almost thought that was like a vegetable. I thought that was like a broccoli cannoli. Like,
as you know, Nick is not Italian.
I was like, that is not appetizing. But I'll eat it.
Who's the gigglers? Well, this is everyone. This is all the gigglers here. This is everybody. Does Brian's voice do any better?
No. I mean, yeah. It's doing better.
Hers doing pretty good, right?
Yeah, she's doing better.
Is JC from NSYNC. JC, are you
yeah.
there?
Yeah, what's up, man?
Hello. How are you?
Can you see me? I can't see, but I can hear you.
How you doing, okay, buddy? I don't think it's taken us 1,000 shows to get a Backstreet Boy and a member of NSYNC on at the same exact time. JC, how much did the press make a rivalry, in your opinion, between Backstreet and NSYNC over the years?
Well, they didn't. I think they blew it a little out of proportion. At the end of the day, they were just doing what they did. We were just doing what we were doing and having fun along the way. As far as like being competitive, I think everybody on TRL wants to be number one, but there's no harm in being number 2 or number 5 as long as you're on the show and stuff like that.
And what do you think, Nick, from the Backstreet camp? What were you thinking about the rivalry with NSYNC sort of back in the day when you guys were battling it out on this show?
I didn't feel there was really any rivalry. I think, excuse me, I think the press really like blew it out of proportion, I think. But I mean, you know, the funniest thing is, you know, I mean, we were doing the same thing, but the cool thing is that they do good music, and I feel like we did good music, and that's all that really mattered, you know? Yeah.
I concur, sir.
And I support anything that they do, and I always have, so.
All right. Nick, do you have a favorite NSYNC song?
My favorite, actually, is funny. You can hear me, right? You can hear me? No.
Yeah.
No, it's actually Tearing Up My Heart. I really liked because, and the reason why I liked it is because when we were touring over in Europe, when neither of us were like big in America at all, you know, that song was playing and stuff. So that has a lot of memories for me. So it was really cool. I love this song.
All right, well, there you go. You heard it right here on the show. This is the only show in the world to hear something like that. Thank you, boys, both for that. We'll get into the Backstreet Boys. They're at number 4 right now.
What gigs you have in Mexico?
Oh, I'm doing a little South American leg down there.
You don't invite me.
If you want, you want to come on?
It's right there.
what I'm talking
It's
about?
right there.
No, you had your you and Nick at Night, whatever the fuck it was.
No. It's the same day. It's basically that's what it is.
You know, once you went with new kids, that's it. You can't go to the NSYNC. You can't upgrade.
No. NSYNC. All the way, baby.
You still spending NSYNC money? Oh, yeah, I have 2 kids every day. Oh my God, the Backstreet Boys with NSYNCer. Epic.
Oh yeah,
Joey, Nick. Hey,
Joey,
Nick.
Nick, love you on Dancing with Stars. Thank you.
I know, he did good, didn't he?
Not bad.
See?
I didn't do as good as Joey though.
Whatever, you came in second. We did the same thing. We're good. Lance came in third. That's funny.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
Backstreet's back. All right, Joey, met you at Taylor Dane concert for. Oh, okay, in Epcot. Yes. Have fun, Chicago. I'm sure. All right. Well, we're gonna no pee in van. What are you all eating? He's eating a broccoli cannoli.
A broccoli cannoli. Some healthy shit.
For me, it was just we're in the middle of a tour. He turns and say, "Want to be in a movie? Sure. Okay, done." That was it for me. And then he just called this guy, kept on calling, kept on calling.
Why is Nick Carter calling me? What does he want? What does he
Over and
want?
over and over again.
What does he
Stop
want?
calling.
No, yeah, he called me up and he said, "Hey, I got this idea and I wrote this script. I'd love you to take a look at it and read it." And read it and kind of enjoyed it. You know, that's the thing about doing things like this.
There's no wall.
There's no wall.
Like,
Don't hurt yourself.
No wall.
Now that
I do my own stunts, by the way.
That's what you're gonna see a lot of that.
A lot of me
Dead Seven.
falling.
But it was, it was kind of cool. He called me up. He said, "Hey, listen, I know that we've always talked about doing something together, and he's always wanted to work with me." And he's like, "Hey, I got some of the guys, from BSB to do some stuff for this film. Would you, want to do it?" And I'm like, "Sure, I'd love to do it." And that kind of thing is great because I think it's taken out of our comfort zone and out of our box a little bit, I think, and that's what's exciting about it.
I'm going to read some lyrics from Backstreet Boys songs and New Kid on the Block songs, and you are going to have to tell us if it's a Backstreet Boys song or if it's a New Kids on the Block song. Okay. So, are you ready?
I can't wait to see
Okay,
this.
all right. For you, I don't care who you are, where you're from, what you did.
As long as you love me.
Oh, okay. All right, that's good. All right, so I have one more, and this is for both of you, and this might be the tiebreaker. All right, so you're all I ever wanted, you're all I ever needed.
It's an NSYNC song.
Oh, okay. All right, sorry, I had to throw that one in there.
Backstreet Boys.
I love
Lauren!
that. You did really well. Okay, so I thought that I could stump them.
Nick, I met you back in '98. You remember?
I don't remember.
Oh, you remember.
I'm not gonna lie.
You remember.
No. That's a setup. That's why I don't answer that question. She's like, "You remember me?" 98?
Come on. My favorite BSB is Brian. Love him much. I want to go to France. We'll go to France. We need a reunion. Good luck. Is AJ joining you guys soon, Periscope? Well, he's not joining us tonight because he can't eat pizza. He's on a no-carb diet, so he stayed home. He's at the hotel, but we're seeing him later tonight. Tomorrow.
Yeah, no, he'll be hopefully Walking Stalker, maybe like.
Did you
later
see
today.
that next to you? These nuts.
Literally.
AJ is not as cool as Joey. That is correct.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, he may wear things because he's, he likes to paint his nails and color his beard and stuff. That's cool.
He's got to wear a skirt.
Sometimes he wore a dress.
Yeah, he does it every now and then. I don't know what he does behind doors.
Does he wear the underwear though? I'm not that I want to see it. I'm just curious.
Can you imagine him wearing a thong?
Yes.
Like a woman's
Yes.
thong?
Don't let us know.
Yeah, and I don't want to know. I don't want to know.
Okay, she gives you money when you lose a...
Tooth Fairy.
Yes. Okay, Michael's sister.
Janet Jackson.
Yes. Okay, the Gray and the Navy, they fought. It was...
the Confederate War, the Civil War.
Yes. Okay, pass.
Okay.
Okay, he's a silver fox on CNN.
Anderson Cooper.
Yes.
Thank you.
Okay,
That one, yes.
not Waze, but you could use this to navigate
Google
around.
Maps.
Yes. Okay, Goldie Hawn's daughter.
Kate Hudson.
Yes. Okay, pass. Okay.
C.
A type
Sickle.
of murderer. If you can
Sickle.
cut
Axe
your
hammer.
arm up. It's a hotel chain.
Holiday Inn. Sheridan.
Brett, Ramada.
Hilton.
Ramada. Radisson.
Hold it. You did good.
Okay, hotel
You
chain.
did good. You did good. No, that's good. That's really good.
Four Seasons, Ramada.
It's a hotel
Okay,
chain.
Marriott.
Yes.
Okay.
This is a place, not Applebee's. The other place.
Finnegan's.
No,
Fridays,
they have ribs. I want my baby back, baby.
Chili's.
Chili's.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
This is a place you go. It has slides. There's a lot of
a water
liquid.
park.
Water park.
Yeah! We just won $20,000!
We're gonna be going on a sweet honeymoon now.
In Backstreet Boys, O-Town, talk about them.
It's these were the groups that were established under Transcon Records and
Correct.
Lou Pearlman, and during the time we never really spoke to each other because he was pitting us all against each other. You know, so he would tell us things Backstreet Boys would say, then he would tell the Backstreet Boys what we would say. And so every time we'd see him at an award show or something like that, we would stay clear, which was such a good ploy for him to.
It's a genius
it
manipulative,
is,
yeah.
because
move.
totally manipulative, and so it wasn't until after we disbanded that I would even talk to the other guys, and then AJ and I became really good friends, and
Right.
you know, all this stuff just started coming up, and we started swapping stories.
I mean, it's almost exactly what a cult leader would do.
Total co-leader, yes. No,
Keep
it's the
you
same.
away from
Yeah.
certain people so
No.
you just don't talk.
A lot of similarities.
Okay, so it's NSYNC, then Backstreet Boys. It's an interesting story about Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC in the Lou Pearlman world.
Yeah.
One was another group brought in to kind of hedge the bets on the other, or like how did that relationship work?
I mean, what I think was going through that head of Lou's was where there's Coke, there's Pepsi. And so he had the Backstreet Boys, and he thought, okay, if I create another group that, you know, is like them, I can have two groups fighting each other that, you know, it's, you know, you can have the top two of the whole industry. And it actually worked, you know, and he would keep us really pitted against each other so we wouldn't talk. He would say that the guys hated us, we hated them, we would talk so much crap to each other. So we never spoke the whole time that we were a group, just so that we wouldn't figure it out.
So interesting to watch the documentary because Lou is really the one that started the NSYNC versus Backstreet rivalry. And I tell you, to this day, I still feel weird as a fan being at a Backstreet Boys thing. Because
like you're cheating a little bit.
Yes, because I'll be somewhere and it'll, like the other day I was at the Grammy Museum and they had all the posters and I was like, this was like my room, but with NSYNC posters. Don't tell them here. Don't tell the people who invited me. But you guys didn't talk at all.
No, we were scared of them, and you know, now they're good friends of mine. So it's funny when I go to the concerts. I also feel a little guilty. I'm like, wait, am I supposed to be here?
Yeah.
But I love that I get to enjoy them now, and you know, because I mean, they had great music.
freeing.
I mean, it's great. So yeah, so you know, we now know them, but yeah, back in the day it was very scary because you know, Lou would tell us so many things that they would say, which they weren't really saying, and then Lou would tell them things that we were saying that we weren't saying. So yeah, I mean, it was a good ploy by Lou, and then I don't know if he was smart enough to think that, oh, this is the Pepsi Coke thing where, you know, I'll own the two biggest brands out there. It's a good, yeah, but I think the main thing was he didn't want us talking because we would figure out what a scam he was pulling. So I think he got very lucky in the fact that he was just trying to keep us apart, but then created this great run.
Joey was one of the inspirations because I spoke to him about it. I'm like, you know, I'm really pondering and considering this idea of doing Dance with the Stars. He's like, you need to do it. He said, I loved it. It was a great experience.
What if like Backstreet Boys wanted to do a pickup game? Would you
if you've done your research, which goes a while back, which I know you probably haven't, and it's okay. We actually did a few different basketball things. We had a charity bowl called Challenge for the Children, which Backstreet Boys did play. Nick can play. Brian can play pretty well. So, but we would probably kick, all as 5 as 4 as a group, we could probably kick their ass.
You think so?
I know so.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
There's no think so. You can tell it to Nick Carter. You tell it to freaking Howie DeRoe, that son of a bitch. Tell him.
Wow, that's aggressive. Babcock, real quick.
There's some smack talk jumping up. All right. Joey Fatone has thrown down the gauntlet. He said, right now that your team NSYNC against Backstreet Boys head to head right now, that they'll phase you on the basketball court.
No chance.
He's calling you guys out.
No chance.
Why?
No chance.
Are you sure? I mean, JT was sinking threes, you know, from half court. I mean, come on.
Shoot. How many takes did that take?
You think that was edited?
How many takes did that
heavily
take?
edited?
Come on now, I can hit half court shots. I got a court in my house. You know, I play all the time. Let me just say that Joey's talking smack. I love Joey. He's a good dude. But they'll lose.
Right.
They will lose. Plain and simple. I mean, you could take myself and Nick against all 5 of those dudes.
Wow. Damn.
And we'll be cool.
In a hypothetical situation, how much cash would you be like, man, I would, because Joey's about that bet life. We know that.
I put 10 G's on it.
Oh, and you would be
10. That's Backstreet Boys and that's NSYNC. There's 10 of us, but we only need 7. So 10 G's.
So you let JT take a, you know, JT, he's the extra diva. He might not show up. You know, maybe you could make it work for charity. I don't know.
Of course, yeah. Because of course, when we win, okay, I'll donate my $10,000 that I have on the game to charity.
There it is.
Joey can pick it. How about that?
Wow. Would you give him a spread? Are you that confident? Or let's just keep it straight up?
Just straight up. Just $10,000. We beat you. And you can pick the charity to donate it to, but it ain't going to you.
Have you given any dad advice to Nick Carter?
Nick, just pray it's a boy. I have 2 girls. Pray it's a boy.
And the Backstreet Boys, do you feel like they're showing you guys up? Because
No, I feel like they just need the money. No offense, guys. No, but I'm saying, you know what? You think about it, it's like, why are you coming back out again? If you come out with an album, that's great. Do it. Do it up. You know, come out, which I think they are. And I think it was kind of cool to see Kevin get back into it because he kind of got away from it for a while, and then Kevin came back into it.
Was there really like battle of the boy bands back in the day?
No, and you know what's so funny? They kind of kept us distant from us to even talk about whether if there was a rivalry or not, but really believe it or not.
Yeah.
It was more or less because our managers were the same manager. At one point, our record company was the same record company. We were with Jive, and then they left, and then we signed with, we were with RCA, and then we signed with Jive, which they were on. And it was interesting because I've known the guys from Orlando.
Yeah.
We all kind of knew each other some way. I knew AJ,
Small circle.
especially without And there was never like a rivalry.
No.
Never really was, but it was always like, damn, they got to do that.
Was there ever like a Backstreet song that you wish you recorded?
No.
No.
But there's a lot of great songs that they do have. I mean, I Want It That Way is a jam. I don't mind saying it. I mean, and it was really cool. Like there was one time, I wish somebody definitely has a video somewhere. Me and Howie, I think, are singing I Want It That Way in Montana when we were shooting a film for Sci-Fi called Dead 7.
Right.
Literally, Howie sat with me and goes, so how really did you guys get together? Like, I want to tell me like the real, like, I hear everything, and it was funny that we were just sitting there around talking about old times, and it's just how everybody just had all these people involved, and we kind of knew everyone, and there was no really animosity.
Yeah, totally. I was just asking, what's more iconic, Bye Bye Bye, the Bye 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 dance or the Everybody dance?
Bye 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 dance, definitely, because everybody only knows that one thing from everybody, and everybody at least knows like the whole like neck thing and the whole thing. So I would honestly say Bye Bye Bye, not because I was in the song, because obviously if it was everybody, I'd give props.
Backstreet Boys and NSYNC are starring in a movie together, a zombie movie. And our teenage selves might need a minute to regroup.
I want you Backstreet's back, alright.
That's right, the former boy banders are syncing up to share the screen in a sci-fi movie written and directed by, believe it or not, Backstreet Boys' own Nick Carter. The movie is called Dead 7 and will feature Nick and AJ McLean along with NSYNC's Joey Fatone. Well, we know they can do spooky. Seems casting is still ongoing and they want even more boy banders. Carter tweeted to One Direction's Niall asking him to play his brother in the film. Okay, Niall official, I know we're from different generations, but would you like to play my brother in this zombie movie with me? Hashtag Dead 7. What about Aaron Carter? Okay, maybe he's busy pining over Hillary Duff or something. So time to say bye-bye-bye to the feud, guys. Oh, and for perspective, the same studio that did all the Sharknadoes is doing this movie. Get ready for
You need all of
do.
the originals. It's bull. These other reunions, no thank you.
I think Justin should come back for one tour.
Yes.
All 10 of us go out, stadiums. It would be the biggest thing since sliced bread. If you look at
It would
us,
be bigger.
you look at us with New Kids on the NSYNC BSB tour. It was great. I think it'd be awesome. So, dude, let's just talk about it.
So, out of you guys in the zombie apocalypse, who would be most likely to survive?
Oh, me for sure. Yeah, absolutely.
I'd say all 3 of us. I'll push everybody in front of me. Sadly, I think Howie would be the first one to get eaten.
But the most visible change is the absence of original band member Kevin Richardson.
Kevin gave us his, blessing to move forward as 4, and we gave him ours to do his own endeavors, but doors always open.
For this project, they collaborated with former band rival JC Chazé of NSYNC, who stepped in to produce one of the tracks.
It was really interesting for me to be, like behind the board while those guys are in there singing. I was like, oh, you sing that part. Oh, okay, that's cool.
A feud between you guys, or was it a media one?
All the time.
Yes.
You know what?
Oh.
I just couldn't stand Brian.
No.
He was just annoying because he just looked at me.
JC's hair was too pretty. I had to buy this.
Yeah.
Okay, I bought this
You
because
too?
I lost it. Yes. See, thank you.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. Hair Club. Hair Club.
Right,
Thank you.
good stuff.
Thank you. I'm
Awesome.
going back for more. No, there was never any kind of rivalry ever. I mean, him and I grew up in the same town together. Howie and Chris went to college together. I mean, I think the media just kind of manifested and tried to like force it.
It's more fun for us.
Of course. I mean, hey,
They're like, okay, same management, same label. There's got to be something, but there isn't. So let's make it, and the fire would be lit, and it would fizzle out.
Right.
So yeah, no.
Did you have a favorite NSYNC song and vice versa?
I had a couple. I had Drive Myself Crazy.
Really?
It's Gonna Be Me.
Really?
Or as the memes say, it's gonna be May.
Quit Playing Games was mine. What else was there? Backstreet's Back I really liked
Dirty
as well.
Pop too for me as well. And
Dirty
I
Crotch.
Promise You.
What else? God, Millennium. The Millennium Albums I love. Millennium Album I love.
It's still one of my favorites.
There's honestly, it's funny because you catch yourself singing them sometimes. Or I'll hear it, or somebody will play it in somewhere, and I'm like, I can't get the damn song out of my head.
My wife,
all I hear is
bigger NSYNC fan. Bigger NSYNC fan than
"Yes."
Backstreet fan. My wife, when she saw Pop Odyssey and she saw the tour before that,
right?
Because she was like, I think they're way better dancers than you guys. I'm like, thanks.
Now I have to ask about the tattoo. I saw a picture of it.
Which one?
The No Strings Attached one.
Oh yeah, the one on my ankle.
I'd seen the Superman before, but I'd never seen
I've had that forever.
the guys attached to it.
Yep. You guys are attached to it, and also got the celebrity album, Little Red Carpet. Anytime we ever went
Platinum, honestly, the first time we went platinum for an album, that's when I got the tattoo. Basically, my resume is on my legs. That's what I did. So he's got them all over his body.
Yeah, I mean, I don't have anything for us yet. I think once we maybe, God willing, win a Grammy finally, I think I'll just get a big Grammy on there and say, ha, finally. Got it.
Must be nice.
Hopefully. We'll see.
I'm rooting for you.
I'm running out of space.
I want you guys to win.
I would love it. It would be nice.
To represent the boy band.
The entire generation, yes.
Joey Fatone had said he'd be down for a super group.
Good old Joey.
The two groups. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I wonder, from your guys' side, you guys are hitting it again big. Are you down?
I mean, not right now. I mean, we don't really need that right now.
We're good.
But maybe later on, when we get to like 30 years, if he can get Justin get back, and sing, you guys are cool. Just ain't Backstreet, that's all.
I have to say, as someone that was, grew up with this music and both of these bands, he absolutely has a point. At this time, Backstreet Boys have surpassed NSYNC, and mainly because of what he said, that Justin Timberlake has, put NSYNC in the back seat. So because of that, a lot of NSYNC fans, we've already accepted that they're really not going to get back together, at least not anytime soon, and let Backstreet Boys thrive. They just got nominated for a Grammy this year.
Former NSYNC member Lance Bass jumping on stage with the Backstreet Boys. When Lance spoke to us at the summit, he opened up about sharing the stage with his former boy band rivals. Take a look.
Very ironic that I would be on stage with Backstreet Boys. If you told me that 15 years ago, I'd be like, what? And the fans would have gone nuts. It was amazing. Those guys, I love those guys. I've become really good friends with some of the guys, after, we stopped making music, since we were allowed to talk after that, I guess. But I had no idea they were going to do that. I saw them do that to Joey, so I was like, okay. I went to AJ before the show. I'm like, please don't pull me on stage. I was like, pull on my husband. I was like, that'd be great. So I thought they were going to get my husband to go up there, but no, of course, he grabbed me by the ear and took me on. But it was great. I got to sing with the Backstreet Boys.
Grabs him by the ear, I like that. NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. This is every girl's dream come true.
Justin Timberlake, this guy, he really broke out as a solo artist. Do you ever sit back and think, any one of us could have done that, or is it that he was just a special guy that he was able to go so far as a solo artist?
I feel like I think that was his honest to God destiny. I really do. I think being part of a group was a great stepping stone for him, but I think somewhere in the cards, he was destined to be on his own and to have as much success that he has, because he honestly deserves it. He's an amazing artist. I think with us, if any of us would have had equal or comparable success just like him, I still think we'd still be doing this as well.
Right.
I think that's just the kind of bond that we have.
And you seem to, everybody gets along. And
Yeah, I
it's a
mean,
good
we've
thing.
all gone out there and kind of got our feet wet. I mean, obviously, none of us have had that type of solo success, but we have had success as solo artists here and there. And
always
yet,
say-
this is what's most
And the Lou
important.
Pearlman documentary is coming out. Are you guys happy to finally get that story out there, and are you going to participate?
I mean, we did our own
I did.
documentary a couple years ago that came out
We
for our
addressed-
20th anniversary, and that's where we talked about all of our feelings with Lou Pearlman and everything that went on within our group and our experiences with that. This was a production that I think Lance Bass was involved in, and AJ was nice enough to do an interview in that film. But we pretty much covered our bases in our documentary.
What's the biggest takeaway from the documentary?
I mean, it's actually interesting to really kind of hear the other groups' takes on how things went down with Lou, things that maybe we didn't know. So I'm really curious. I still haven't seen the actual film yet.
Mm-hmm.
I've been really busy with these guys, obviously, but
I watched it. It's good. They did a great job. Yeah, we got our management sent us a teaser of it to kind of watch and see what we thought of it because AJ was in the documentary. I liked it. I thought they did a
The Backstreet Boys are officially headed to Las Vegas for a new residency in 2017, and they've already got one ticket sold to NSYNC's Lance Bass.
That's the ultimate.
Do you have FOMO? Do you want NSYNC to go do that?
Oh my God, the ultimate dream of an artist is to get a residency in Vegas. I think Elvis and all them, they started that years ago, and then it just came back in the 2000s where, and I think Britney and Celine and everyone just made it the most amazing thing. Yes, I'm very jealous. I would love to be able to have a residency in Vegas with the NSYNC boys. You get to stay in the same hotel every single night. That right there is just worth it to me.
Get to
And
be
it's Vegas.
settled.
Yes, yes, it'd be amazing. I'm excited for the show. I will be there opening night.
Backstreet Boys versus NSYNC.
Who?
Okay. Oh! You might have answered my next question. Did you and the rest of the guys get involved in the competition yourselves, or were you all actually just friends?
Well, it's always a friendly competition for me because I
Okay.
like to bust chops. That's my most favorite thing to do, especially with Nick. Obviously, Nick Carter and AJ, the guys from Backstreet.
Mhm.
I've known them for so many years now. I mean, gosh, all of us started actually in Orlando as far as anything is concerned. So there's always that fun rivalry when we were younger, but they always kept us apart. But now I even go a little bit further because I'm always like, oh yeah, they're on tour because they need the money and this and that. So these are the jokes, people. These are the jokes. These are the jokes. Because I got this whole Backstreet army like, how dare you? Okay. And then we did a joke where literally there was a part where I had my pockets empty and he was handing me $5. Nick. So these are the jokes that we do, and people take it so serious.
Do you guys really believe that you need 90s boy band members to survive the zombie apocalypse?
Of course. Everyone needs a little 90s boy band in their life.
We do. I have a little special something. I think we should go ahead and treat the lady who actually asked us to. We're going to go ahead and play.
Yeah, are you guys ready?
We're going to play a song. We're actually just going to play a song. It's an original song in the movie Dead 7. It's called In the End. So we're going to play it for you guys real quick if you don't mind, if you haven't heard it.
Kind of
Go
like
ahead,
a
kick it
listening
off.
party.
Joey, I think you could be a part of this one.
Oh yeah,
You
thank
guys
you.
wouldn't mind if Joey sang
Is that
along, would
okay?
you?
So sing along if you know it.
I don't think I should do so.
Maybe I'll sing along with it. Come on, 6. Turn up, mic up.
First time live.
Lights are out, up and slow. Never felt so damn alone. No one's left to take me home. Take me home. Hold your breath and think of me. Love on fire is gasoline. Nothing's left, just a dream, just a dream. In the end, don't wanna see you fall apart. Don't wanna hear your broken heart. Don't look back, nothing's gonna save us in the end. Don't wanna see you fade away. Don't wanna live for yesterday. Don't look back, nothing's gonna save us now.
I have no idea.
Will the wind come to rush? Nothing echoes enough.
I have no idea what words are.
Turn to dust, turn to dust. Here we go. In the end, don't wanna see you fall You guys know this song? You heard it? Yeah. You guys gonna watch the movie Dead 7 if you haven't seen it?
Thank you guys so much. Thank you. Appreciate it. Come see us at our booths. We'll take some pictures, sign some autographs, and give hugs and kisses away. Thanks, guys. Thank you.
Did you say yes that I want it that way? Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Am I your fire, the one desire. Yes, I know. Get it, AJ. It's too late. I want it that way. Tell me why ain't nothing but a heartache. Tell me why ain't nothing but a mistake. Tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. Monotone. Never can see that we're falling apart. Sing no. From the way that it used to be. This is the bass part. Yeah. Sing it together. No matter the distance, I want you to know. Sing no. That deep inside of me, you are my fire, the one desire. You are. It's too damn high. What? Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a mistake. I don't wanna hear you say Backstreet Boys want it that way. Ain't nothing but a heartache. Ain't nothing but a low bass. Tell me why I don't ever wanna hear you say I want it that way. Tell me why. That's like that. It's the deadest song ever. So tell me why I never wanna hear you say I want it that way. 'Cause Backstreet is really gay. That's homophobic.